to me.
Okay, cool. She a talker. Let's get to it. Is our recording? Cool. What is happening, DJ Sturgess? We back. SauceTV 2023. Second episode, second installment. Of course, man, I love to have dope individuals come on and we just have dope conversations and then I get to learn more about them. And joining me tonight, man, this is somebody I have been following for a long time. And I mean a long time. I'm talking about more than 10 years. Okay. Sitting next to me, this beautiful individual right here, this beautiful queen right here, Miss Shauna, formerly known as Stacie Lane. Hey.
Hi.
What's happening?
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Me out the house. So
Yeah, most definitely.
not
man.
A lot of people that get me out my house. So.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm sitting next to you, but I knew this was gonna come one day.
You asked, I said sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it was like you really had me jumping out my body because I followed you and you followed me right back. I was like, oh shit! I was like, damn, let's go. But actually, me and you have a mutual friend. We have a mutual. Oh, that's good. She cool. Okay. We have a mutual friend, and when she told me she knew you, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna meet her one day.
Oh.
Jay Michelle.
Oh, that's my dog. Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, that's my homie. That's
I've
my
known
homie
her for a long time.
Yeah.
I've known her since I was 18 years old.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
She's from Compton. She's from Cali. So yeah.
I know. She didn't mention you in the book.
Yeah, no. I'm in a couple people's books, but it is.
Oh, we gonna get to that, man. So where are you from originally?
I'm from Cali. I'm originally from Southern Cali.
Mm.
It's about an hour east of LA, Moreno Valley representing. But so I'm from Cali.
So what was it like coming up in Cali for you?
Oh, sheesh. It was cool. I grew up in the suburbs. So it wasn't, I grew up in a middle class family. It was okay. Growing up for me was okay. I single mother for most of my life, and then she got married. Church all the time, every week, every day, almost.
I know that life. I
grew up and my stepfather was a preacher, so PK.
Yeah,
so
my grandfather's a preacher.
Yeah, so that's how my life. It was very my life was kind of
sheltered a little bit.
Yeah, it actually was very sheltered. Mm-hmm. It was very, very sheltered.
But looking back on it, do you think that helped you?
I think it hindered me in more ways than helped me. Because of how things transpired in my life, I was very naive to a lot of things. So being sheltered and not being able to experience certain things or see certain things, it kind of when I was able to get out into the world, I was like, whoo, this is the world. Let's be in it. Yeah. And no.
Dang. So you ain't get wild during your high school days.
Yeah, I was wild during my high school days. I actually used to throw some of the best parties in my city in high school. Yeah, but my mom still kept a hand over me. You know what I mean? It was still you're not staying a night out. You're not doing this. I never got to stay. I didn't go to I think I went to one sleepover growing up my whole life. My mom was not playing that shit.
Yeah.
Stuff, so
no, you good. You good. We talked that shit on.
So it was, I just didn't see a lot. She just had a close knit on me. I was really sheltered. So.
Okay, so were y'all non-denominational or
non-denominational?
Oh,
Church of Christ too.
Okay. So I grew up seeing me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I understand, man. But listen, the annual conference during the summer. You know about that? Listen, that was lit for me. That used to be lit. We had the suite. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather was a big time pastor, so it was just he was in the meetings and all that stuff all day. And then my grandma, she first lady, so everybody loved Miss Betty. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Betty, first lady Sturgess. So they was oh nah, they busy. So I'm running through the hotel all day, living my best life as a kid.
Oh no, see, I did all that, youth conferences, worship on the mountain, revivals. It was a lot. And I'm into my church now, and I tell them I'm not going to no revival. Y'all, I'm not going. I'm traumatized.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that happened in the black churches back in the day.
Oh yeah,
I could say that
conferences was lit. We all in a hotel.
Yeah.
Conferences is crazy.
Hey, they be singing "Trouble Don't Last Always" to the top of their lungs, and then when they had that free time, bruh, hey. Trust me, I went to Vacation Bible School one summer, and that's when I realized that church was where all the freaks was at.
Yeah, church is wild.
Yes.
Church is wild. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, my normal friends are the most crazy friends. Like my friends from the industry, they're not like, they cool, they be chilling. My normal friends be doing the craziest stuff. Yeah. So church folks, crazy.
Yeah, so how'd you get into the industry?
Finessed.
Finesse.
I got finessed. Long story short, this guy basically told me like, hey, do you want to be a model? He used to go to 18 and over clubs. And he was like, giving out cards, and I think it said at the card had said something like $1,000 to model. I'm 19. I was 19 years old at this time. What, $1,000? And this is in 2006.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? $1,000? Run it, like just to model. Totally wasn't that. Basically, he played like a boyfriend role to me and kind of just finessed me and was just like, okay, we'll do this. And I don't shoot he was basically saying that the movies don't come out in the States. Like, if you don't know anybody in Europe, then no one will find out. I don't have no family in Europe. Okay, so.
Oh, so it was nude photos.
It was a movie.
Oh.
It was a whole adult film. Yeah. But me and him had already been intimate. Like I said, he had played like a boyfriend role. Like, taking me out on dates but that was his game.
Yeah.
Now I know who he is and exactly what his game is. And that was part of his game. So he finessed me. I'm from a small city. Moreno Valley is not that big. Yeah. So especially back then, this is way before Twitter, social media, all that. I think we had MySpace back then.
Yeah, it was MySpace.
Yeah, it was MySpace.
Yeah. And Facebook was just coming.
Was just coming out, exactly. So, long story short, everybody found out, like, this man had blew up a picture. And I mean, the picture had to be half my size. And it literally had me on the box cover, smack dead in the middle. And I was so embarrassed. I was so humiliated. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. And a year later, I mean, everybody was talking about me. I was like I said, I threw some of the best house parties in my city. So I was popular in my city, and everybody found out. Everybody found out, and they're like, oh, Shauna's a porn star. Shauna's a porn star. I'm like, no, actually, Shauna work at AutoZone. Like, Shauna ain't got no money. So I ended up a year later having a friend that was actually from Moreno Valley that used to work for West Coast Productions.
Okay.
In the warehouse, and he was like, yo, if you want to make some more money, I got to connect, and I'm going to put you in the right way. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Because I in my head, I'm like, everybody already knows anyway.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and go full force because y'all already think this about me. You didn't already see me spread eagle, so let's just do it. So a year later, once I turned 20, then I went back full force and went for Stacie Lane. That's where that name came from. So, yeah.
So who was your first scene with?
It was actually my first scene was was Finesse with that guy. And then my actual scene under my stage name was with Ethan Hunt.
Okay.
And that's who got me into the business the second time and was able to help me get into it the right way. Like the first guy, he didn't get me tested. He didn't do anything that he was supposed to do. He didn't have my IDs. Like, it was completely finesse.
Yeah.
When I went in the second time, it was with Ethan Hunt. He did it the right way, got me tested, had my IDs, and it was a very intimate set. It was a closed set. Diana DeVoe shot it.
Oh, shout out to her.
Yeah, a legend. She made me feel very comfortable. It was very safe. You know what I mean? It was just me, her, and him, and it was an amazing scene.
Wow.
And granted, I was very nervous, but that's when it took off. Then that was easy. And I was like, okay, let's do this again. Let's do this again. And then Ethan helped me get an agent, and then I just took off from there.
So, like, what was your starting pay when you was officially under the name of Stacie Lane?
The first scene that I did under that name, I got $1,000.
Okay.
So that kind of the rates fluctuated depending on new girl, what you doing, how you doing it, what you willing to do, and the company's budget.
Yeah.
So it was fluctuating. I mean, boy girl scenes were going anywhere from between $700 to like $1,500 back then.
Okay.
So if you working every day,
yeah,
you don't have to necessarily be doing a boy girl scene. You could be doing a hand job, blow job, girl. You could easily make $5,000 a week, easy.
So how often was you working when you first started?
When I first started, I was working a lot. I was working a lot because everybody wants to shoot the new girl.
Yeah,
everybody wants to shoot the new girl. You the new face, and you cute and this. So everybody wants to shoot the new face. So when I first started, I was working a lot. Like, I worked more when I first started throughout like my whole adult film career.
Wow. So like you first came in under the umbrella of West Coast Productions?
No, I had an agent. So back then, I don't know how they do it now. I'm not familiar. I don't follow it. But back then, they had agent websites, and the producers would go on these particular websites. They only knew the sites, and then they would find the girls. They would look at your pictures. They were naked, nude photos of you.
Yeah.
They would look at okay, I want to shoot her. Okay, she does this. She does boy, girl. She does girl, girl. She does interracial. She does this. Okay, I want to shoot her. So.
Okay. So with all that going on, like, what is it like? Like, y'all just come into a room, like, everybody, like, kicking in the break room, like, yeah, you know, like, everybody just chilling, and then it's like, okay, hey, we got a scene today. You ready?
You mean like what a normal day is like?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be like my agent would call
Yeah.
or email, text, whatever. Hey, Stace, I got this scene. This is the Ray. Okay. Hey, Stace, I got this boy-girl scene.
Yeah.
West Coast Productions.
So it's just like the regular entertainment industry, yeah.
Do you want to take it? Cool, I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, well, here's a call time. This is what you got to bring. This is what you got to do. Okay, cool. This is who you working with. Okay. So then I show up, 8:45. I'm here. This is who I'm working with. We'll probably shoot some pretty girls, which are just pictures, pretty pictures of you. And then, we're there. Sometimes the set was big. Sometimes it was small. It just depended on the production. It literally on the production. I mean, that's with any movies. You can have a multi-million-dollar production, or you could have, you know, on Tubi and have a little.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay, so do y'all game plan the scene? Like, you know, okay, you know, we're going to start out doing foreplay, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
And then, you know, we're going to do missionary, then we're going to do doggy, then we're going to do cowgirl. Is it like that?
Sometimes. Some producers actually have, like when you work for like Brazzers and those people actually will have a script. Yeah. They'll show you what positions they want you to be in. They'll be very direct because they know what they want to shoot. They know how they want it to look. Yeah. But some other times you can just we just gonna freestyle it. All right, this is what I need, and this is where the cum shot needs to be at. What y'all gonna do?
Damn. So how long would you be on set though?
It depended on the production. It literally depends on the production.
No, I'm talking about like as far as like from the time y'all start fucking to the end of it.
Usually they only need about an hour worth of footage.
Okay.
It's not a lot. It feels like a lot because the person is viewing it, but it's really not a lot. I think back in the day we were doing like 40-something minutes. It's not a lot of time. But if you stopping and going and going, let me get some water. Oh, I got a cramp. Or, oh, I can't come right now. Like, it can make the time more lengthy. But for the most part, you can be in and out. I used to try to go on set and be in and out in 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours. Like, let me get out of here. I don't want to be here. So let me get in and out. Let me make my money, get out. And that's when it comes to like, okay, I want to work with somebody that I'm used to working with. I want to work with someone that I have chemistry with. So you do have a no list. Like, I absolutely will not work with this person, and a yes list.
Oh, so who was on the no list?
Who was on my no list? Brian Pumper.
Oh.
Was on my no list, for sure. Brian Pumper was on my no list.
Oh, shit.
It's funny because before I met I never had met Wesley Pipes. And
y'all got one of my favorite scenes. We'll talk about that though.
I had never met him, but I had reviewed some of his scenes. And again, when I got into porn, I didn't know anything about porn. I didn't know shit about it. So I just saw him, and he looks mean, and he like, yeah, bitch, pink, dick. I'm like, oh, baby, you're not talking to me like that. You're not talking to me like that. That's not what we're gonna do. So he was on my no list, and then I met him on set one day, and I was like,
oh, this nigga cool.
Oh, you're so nice. And you're from Mississippi, and you're just like a sweet gentleman.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to do a scene with you. We're going to do a scene together. We're going to get some money together.
Did you let him talk dirty to you and like he usually did? Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I did because
that was part of his that
was part of his persona. I'm like, okay, I know that you're actually a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So we could do the scene together. So yeah. We've done some of the best scenes together.
Yes.
He actually did my first anal scene. And I did a huge interview back in the day on like one of these things. And I was just like, I would never do an interview. I would never do a scene with him. I would never work with him. And then this man did my first anal scene. And it was amazing. It was amazing.
So who else was on the no list?
I didn't have a big no list. I really didn't. That was just my top. I can't really remember. It was a couple little, I don't want to say no name guys because everybody's somebody, but it was people back in the day. I don't really remember everybody. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
But I know that Brian Pumper was for sure on my no list. I mean, he was on a lot of girls' no
Yeah,
lists. Like,
yeah.
nobody
I've
likes
heard.
him. Nobody likes him,
I've heard. So, speaking of one of my favorite scenes, it was actually with Wesley Pipes. It was you, Wesley, and Pinky.
Me, Wes, and Pinky.
Yes. It was squirting scene.
That wasn't me
At
and
that
Wesley.
house.
That wasn't me and That wasn't Wesley.
Yeah.
That was not Wesley. That was no, that wasn't Wesley.
That was Wesley.
Okay, maybe you might know better than me. See, I don't even remember.
Nah, I remember the scene. I remember the scene.
Was that the pool?
Yes.
That wasn't Wesley. That was not Wesley. God, I don't even remember that guy's name, but that was not Wesley.
It was in the pool, and then it was by the pool, and then it was inside the kitchen.
Yeah, that was not Wesley.
What is?
That was not Wesley.
Listen. I know I'll be on some shit, man, but
that was not Wesley. I'm telling you, that was not Wesley.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know the guy's name.
Educate me.
I don't know his name. I cannot remember his name. But he's like he was a tall dude. He's bald headed, and he has like a really deep voice. But that was not Wesley. It wasn't Wesley.
Okay.
I can't remember this guy's name for the life of me, but it wasn't Wesley.
Okay, we may have to pull that up.
Yeah.
I'll have to pull it up to show you.
and when you see it, you be like, that's not Wesley. It's not Wesley.
Okay. Well, hey, that was still one of my most favorite scenes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was just a lot of moisture, man. It was beautiful.
That scene took a lot, honestly.
I know.
We actually ended up shooting that scene over like a 2-day period just because the guy, that's how I know it wasn't Wesley. Wesley was super professional. He was he came on set, he was ready to come. He did, and that's a big thing on set too. You got to be able to come as the man.
Yeah.
Like when it's time, you got to come. You got to, because this is time. Time is money.
Yeah.
We shoot in his house, we rent his house, we rent it.
Yeah. And the scene is necessarily not complete without that.
Without the cover shot.
I seen an episode about that on this reality show. It used to come on like Showtime or something like that. It was a porn director. You probably know, white guy. And his mom was in the business with him, but she was like helping him run the business, but she wasn't fucking or nothing like that. And he did a scene. It was like a security guard who used to always be on set. Okay. He kept begging him to be in one of the scenes, so he let him do it, and he could not come. And he was like pissed off. He was like, bro.
Because what I'm going to do with this?
Yeah.
What I'm going to do with this? What I'm going to do with the scene?
Then
they got to scrap it because that's what people want to see.
That is crazy. So, I mean, you having this career. I mean, you was taking off. Trust me, because I knew I wasn't the only person who was a fan. Like, what was going on with you personally? Like, were you changing mentally, or do you think that you had control over everything? Like was life coming at you fast in the midst of all of this?
Very fast. So if you remember me telling you just now, I got in at 20. So 20.
Yeah.
Doing porn.
Yeah.
20. Yeah, life is coming at you like a train at 20 doing porn. I signed my 21st birthday. My birthday's in January. So my 21st birthday, I was signing at an avian convention as a porn star. Life was coming at me fast. I'm signing autographs, taking pictures.
And niggas be lined up down the street.
This was like 2010, 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
So you didn't have that access to your favorite stars like you do now. You know what I mean? This was a long time ago. So all that they could do was go to these conventions sometimes and meet you.
Yeah.
And just hope that you would, get to meet you. So it was a lot. Life was it was a lot of drinking. It was a lot of sex. It was a lot of drugs. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was intense.
Rockstar lifestyle might not make it.
It definitely was. It was a lot.
But you had fun?
I had fun. Overall, it was a great experience. Some of the experiences were traumatic.
Wow.
But overall, my life I wouldn't be here today. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that it was bad. Overall, it was good. Overall, it was good. There are some points here and there where it was very bad, but overall, it was good experience. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I've been all over the country. I've hosted bunches of parties. I've met some of my best friends have came from the industry. You know what I mean? Like, I've really lived an amazing life off of doing that.
Dang, that's dope. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, sometimes like with their past, they try to like, you know, use the eraser and be like, no, we ain't gonna talk about this right here. But like, what are your thoughts on the industry like as a whole? Because, you know, like black porn stars, you know, like they sometimes get the short end of the stick. Like it's kind of like systemic, even with like corporate America, because like y'all get paid more to do interracial scenes, right?
No, not the black women.
What?
White women get paid more to do interracial.
Oh,
It's the adult industry. Again, I cannot speak for it now.
Yeah,
I can't speak for it now. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know who the hottest porn. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
But back when I was in it, the white girls were getting paid more to do interracial. They were getting paid more, and black girls were like literally just getting their boy girl rate. So it's like if you have Suzanne that has only been working with white men for 4 or 5 years, and now she's going to go work with the black man, they're going to pay her probably double, triple her rate to sleep with the black person.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And like as I got older, I started realizing like there's a real fetish about black skin, and like you see it in porn, and like it almost like kind of bothers you because low key I really didn't like when I was watching porn, I really didn't like watching porn scenes with black women and they was with white men. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't know, man, because like, you know how white boys, you know what I'm saying? If you ever been around them, you know, like they like to take that same type of silly shit that they do with each other and try to put it on the women. And it's just like, bro, like, you know, I ain't trying to see all that wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to fart in your mouth and shit like that. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Actual fetish.
Yeah, I know.
I did a couple scenes, like fart scenes.
I know, because I remember one time you posted it like, I didn't know that they did this, but like they put air in your ass.
Yeah, it was like so you know those things, it's like they were using like a baby, the things that you get the
boogers
out the nose for
yeah.
the baby, yeah. And the guy, and there was a guy doing it for me, just like bent over and he just like squeezing air.
Oh, see, I think in this picture you actually was laying down, you had your legs up a little bit.
Oh, okay, well, probably.
Like that. I was like, wow, I didn't know that, because I was like, man, what, they drink a whole bunch of milk and then they be farting in people's face like,
no, that would be horrible. That would smell really bad. No, it's just literally air that they're pumping in you. And you feel it too. Like it was deep.
So, question.
Giving up all the juice.
Yeah, I mean, nah, man, because like you know, I like, even though I watched it for educational purposes, because I really did, I learned a lot watching porn. You know what I'm saying? How to please women and shit like that. Especially, you know, I stumbled upon my dad's porn collection when I was like 13. Dad, don't get mad at me, but yeah, you know what I mean. So I mean, like you seen so much, and this is like, damn, okay, you know what I mean. So,
okay, really quick, but you see how you said you learned a lot from watching porn, right?
Yeah.
So think about white little Timmy watching porn, and he's seeing this black girl get smashed, get her fucking face smashed in, take you're
right.
So that's what he's learning. So what do you think he's gonna do? This is why I tell people I don't deal with porn now. Like I don't feel like it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy. And this is one reason. Because now little Timmy is looking at this black girl getting smashed, getting peed on, getting caught a cunt, all this.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Because that's what you learn, right? You learn how to please a woman.
Yeah.
So what do you think he learned? What do you think he saw? This is what he thinks. So now when he gets with this black girl, he's going to think that this is what she likes.
Yeah. Yeah, but
it's not okay.
But also, I do think, like, as a man, I think it depends on you as a person. Because I remember seeing like my first gangbang scene, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, she's so pretty," and then she's just letting them do this to her. Like, I was really like, "Oh my," because like, you know, men, when you watch porn, sometimes you may look at that woman and then like try to compare her to a woman that you know. And like legit, she reminded me of a chick that I knew, and I was just like, "Oh my God, if that was her, that would hurt my heart to see that shit." You know what I'm saying? So like, I do think it depends on you, because it's a wide variety of porn categories out here. You know what I'm saying? So so at the end of the day, you as a person, you gonna go find whatever it is that you want to go see. So little Timmy,
but if you're inexperienced, you don't know what you should be looking at. You don't know. That's the reason why I really feel like sex education is important, and not just sex education, but sexual education, and learning about what consent is and what people like.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not just about, hey, let me get online and see what's okay. Because you don't know if that's okay. These are actors. And in a young person's mind, they don't understand that this is completely acting. You see online, people talk about they don't like the guy that played in one of the little Tyler Perry movies. You know what I mean? They don't like him. So it's kind of like, this is not, you don't know that these people are acting. Like, we hold an animosity to actors. So what do you think this person is? Like, porn definitely can destroy your mind, because once you start watching it, now you're getting to a level where it's like, okay, I can't just watch boy girl anymore. I'm not getting off on this. Okay, now you're scrolling, looking for something for 30 minutes, horny, trying to figure something else out. So you're going to go to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And now you know you in this rabbit hole looking at some crazy shit.
I don't think I ever got, I never went that far. Never went that far.
This is facts.
It
may
I
not
know.
happen to you.
It didn't happen to me, but you know what? I remember when I was in college, like, you know how you use your friend's laptop? It was a chick that I just started kicking it with, so I just so happened to you remember back in the day on Windows, you could just automatically just click the bar and then the search history would come down. She was looking at transgender porn. I was like, what the fuck? I was shocked. Like, what you doing? She was just like, I just wanted to see. I was like, okay, whatever. Then, you know, as I got older, I learned that a lot of women do watch man-on-man porn for whatever reason. That's their business. But like, I was actually going to save this to a little bit later in this conversation. But like what you're saying, it does resonate with me, because I stopped watching porn right after my birthday. And this is back in September. So just recently, you know what I'm saying? And that was really more so like on a spiritual thing for me, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody can do whatever, you know what I mean? And like, you know, sometimes you see people doing stuff and they act like it don't affect them, but when you do it, you feel a certain type of way. And I felt like maybe it was just stopping my spiritual growth, you know what I'm saying? Because you know you better than anybody else. You know what's holding you back. If it's supposed to make you feel good, why are you feeling bad afterwards? And that's the thing, like, you know, like, why do you feel dirty? Why do you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I wasn't watching porn like all day, every day, or every night or whatever like that. But it was just, you know, I just knew something wasn't right.
So it was
for
like
me.
You would watch it, and then like after you did your thing, you would be like, oh, let me turn this off.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot.
Yeah, and then not only that, you going out your way to clear your search history. But now I think about it as though with Apple, you know what I'm saying, they got the private screen, you know what I'm saying, the shit be black so the shit don't pop up on your search history. Stay woke. You know what I'm saying?
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Go to private.
Yeah, you know
like
what I'm saying?
Booking your flights. Go to the private search engine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But, you know, like, I stopped from that, you know, and like I remember in the past people would say that, you know, like never watch porn. And it's like, you know what, eventually you're gonna have to cut it off. But it's like once you done seen it, like for so many years, you done seen everything. Yeah. So just like you said, like you may fuck around and go look at some wild shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then plus, if you on Twitter on the regular, like me, like you, hey, you gonna see some porn anyways. And Twitter porn is, and Twitter porn is actually better than porn you see on Spank Bang, X videos. You know what I'm saying? Pinky Triple X, hey, salute to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right, salute the hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what made you get out of porn though?
I didn't feel like it was for me anymore. Honestly, I was at a crossroad in my life where I was just like, okay, either this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life, or you can bow, or you're at a position to where you can bow out gracefully and go live a normal life. And I was just tired. I was tired. Honestly, I was tired. I had been through a lot of traumatic experiences in it because I didn't only do porn. I was escorting as well. So the porn money was slowing down because of the internet. And I decided to have an escort company. And when I had my escort company, which was amazing, it took off. It was doing really well. I had 4 girls. It was me, 4 girls under my company. We were making money. One of my girls got beat up really, 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 really bad. And she's actually still messed up to this day. And she had a daughter. And I just felt really bad. I felt really, really bad. It did something to me. And what it did, it just made me say, you know what, I'm good. I'm going to walk away. And I just decided to walk away. And it was extremely hard. It's like selling drugs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dope.
Fast money.
It was fast money, and it was so hard to leave. Like, literally, Actually, I remember talking to, shout out to Beauty Dior. I remember talking to Beauty Dior one
Yeah,
time. And
another
she had
legend.
She had called me, and she knows the story. I've told it before. She called me about some money. She called me about some money. It was a lot of money. I was like, and I had already said in my head I wasn't going to do it anymore. I wasn't going to escort anymore. And she called me, and I was like, bet, I'm on my way. I was out. I was like, all right, I'm on my way. I got pulled over and got a DUI that night. I said, that was God.
Yeah.
That was God stopping me because I was on my way. I was doing like 90 on a highway to get there. I came from a lounge in LA, and I was like, I'm on my way. And that is really the day, I'd never been to jail before. That was really the day that it was like, granted, that 5 hours changed my life.
Yeah.
5 hours changed my life. I'm like, oh, this is not for me.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, I'm cool. And I called her when I got out of jail. I was like, listen, my flesh is weak. My flesh is weak. I'm weak. Don't call me because I might come. So if you my friend and if you love me, and she never called me for nothing else again. And that was years ago. But I had to be honest with her and be honest with myself. And I said, my flesh is weak. I can't do it. So I stopped hanging around porn people. I stopped hanging around people that were escorting. And then again, this was after one of my girls had got beat up. So I had already shut the escorting company down.
Yeah.
I gave everybody their money. We severed ties. I was like, cool. And it was months. It was a long time. And she just called me and I was like, all right, bet, I'm coming. And I was like, no, I can't do this no more. I can't do this. And that was it. That was it. I was like, I can't do it. Because I know better. So when you know better, you literally have to do better.
Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
And I felt like I would have died in that. And I did not want to die that way.
Yeah.
I did not want to die in a hotel room with a trick. I didn't. I just was like, I'm going to die. If I continue to do this, once I went to jail for 5 hours,
Yeah.
I had a lot of time to think. It was crazy. I had seen prostitutes coming in. Like, it was like, wow. And it was just a wake-up call. I was like, Shauna, you're going to die in this. Is this what you want to do? And I was like, hell no, this is not what I want to do. And I had to stop. And I stopped. And that was it.
And you know what? Sometimes all it takes is a made-up mind. You know what I'm saying? Once you make up your mind, it's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
5 hours in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that some people, that's not a long time, but that was all I needed.
Yeah.
That was all I needed. 5 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes God just got to intercede and be like, sit your ass down.
What you doing?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Dang. So what was that transition like? I mean, like, because after the DUI, you know, you get out, you did your 5 hours, you know. So what's the next move for you? Like the money is not there no more. So basically, like, you're living off the money that you had stashed up almost.
To be honest with you, and I don't want to get too deep. I don't want to get too deep. But to be honest with you, I didn't have any money. I had no money. And like I said, I don't want to get too deep, but I have to because this is my story. God took all of it away.
Wow.
All of it away.
Dang, man.
All of it away.
God do got a sense of humor, man, because it's like,
all
you can at least let me keep the money.
No. He said no. He said, if you want a clean slate, you got to start with a clean slate.
Oh.
You want a clean slate? You want to be out?
Yeah.
Okay, but you got to start with a clean slate. I had no money. I didn't even know about credit, so I didn't, because I had cash. What you? I had a paid off car. That's it. All I had was my freedom, no record, and that's it. That's it. I just had to start over. Just literally had to start over. And I just started over.
And you just accepted what came with it.
What came with it. Whatever came with it. Whatever. I had no choice. I had no choice. Thank goodness that I have a loving mother. Shout out to my mother. She's at my house right now. Like, I have a very loving, praying mother. I love my mother so much.
So did your parents know what you were doing? Like, when you was in the industry?
My whole family knew.
Oh, so everybody knew.
Oh, my whole family knew.
Was there like some judgment, cut off, exile?
No. My mother said, God told me to love you through it. God told me to love you through it. And she did.
See, ain't nothing like love from your mama. A black mama at that.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to tell you.
So, and that's what it was. And I moved in with my mom. I moved back to my parents' home. I moved back to the city I was from. And I had to start from scratch. And that was okay. It was a little embarrassing, but that's just my pride. That was just my pride. That was just my ego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My ego was speaking.
Yeah.
But Nigga, we made it.
Yep, absolutely. Look at God. Look at God. So were you in a relationship while you were in the industry, or did you get in a relationship after the industry? Because you dated somebody on my favorite football team, and I and I just want to know in the moment when I realized this was going on, because you posted about it again. That's how. Okay, because you posted about it. I was just like, hold up, wait. We not even winning like we supposed to be winning, and he got hurt. I was like, yo.
What team?
Huh?
What team? Just tell me the team.
Hurricanes.
Oh yeah, that was my baby.
Yeah, I heard, and I was just like, oh my God, he wasn't even the starter. I ain't trying to be shady, but he wasn't no starter.
Yeah, he wasn't, but he was a good guy. Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Cool. That's cool.
But I was out by then.
Yeah,
I was out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, listen,
and it was fun. That's when I moved to. So, a really good friend of mine allowed me to stay in his house in Miami. Just good guy, just good friend of mine, has a lot of money. And was just like, yo, just come here. Like, Miami is my healing place. Miami was a place of healing for me. I grew a lot in Miami. I would go to the beach and just lay out on the beach and go to sleep all day, do a lot of praying, do a lot of meditating, working out. That's where I started working out at.
Okay.
So it was just comfort. It was nice. You know what I mean? It was just nice to have somebody that didn't judge me, that didn't know. Well, he knew, of course, but it was with that particular relationship, I felt like I was reliving like a little bit of my life, because he was younger than me. He was younger. He was a lot younger than me. I'm like 7 years older than me. So it was just nice. It was just a nice relationship to have. It wasn't, so that relationship was after. During the industry, I did have a couple of boyfriends, but they didn't last. They men always wanted me to either quit, or, oh, you only can do girl, or you can only do this. And I had one particular relationship. I was 22 years old. I moved to New York. Another great relationship. This particular guy was like, okay, you can't do scenes anymore. Well, you can't do scenes with guys anymore. You can only host parties. And I wasn't paying any bills at this time, so it was okay. He was just like, you can't do any scenes, but you can host parties and you can do girl. Well, I wasn't with that. I had really just became a porn star. My name was going crazy. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, and I had moved to New York. Like, I'm hanging out with everybody, you know, everybody who was big in New York at this time was my friend, we were hanging out. And I ended up doing one of the scenes that actually really catapulted my career and my adult film career into another level. I did a scene with Justin Slayer and Marie Love.
I think I've seen that scene too.
That is one of the best scenes I've ever done in my life, and that is one of the most passionate scenes. It's one of my it's actually one of my favorite scenes.
So why is it one of your favorite scenes?
Because everybody loves Justin Slayer. All the women back in the day loved Justin Slayer. He was just like
he was making love. He was making love. He was making love to the women.
It was amazing. Where he at? No, I'm kidding. But so it was a good scene because I had already slept with him. Me and Marie were friends at this time. Actually, we're still friends. Me and Marie are still friends. She just came to visit me for my birthday.
Okay.
And what's crazy about that scene is this football player that I was dating at the time flew me. He was playing for the Ravens. And he flew me and 3 of my girlfriends out. Marie Love was one of them. But we ended up staying in Miami to shoot that particular scene. So that scene got released. My boyfriend found out because I was in a relationship. I was living with someone, but I was dating this football player. I was wild. I was 22 years old. He found out, and of course, like, kicked me out the house, and you got to go. So after that, I kind of knew, like, I can't have a relationship and be in porn. So I never really had a relationship again in porn while I was there.
So he knew who you were. Yeah. And he still got mad after you did a scene?
Yeah.
Man, you knew the job was crooked before you took it, boy. Stop complaining.
He was taking care of the bills. He had bought me a car. You know what I mean? He's just like, "Oh, you good? What are you doing this for?"
You
like,
said,
obviously, you're doing it because you want to, not because you have to. You're doing it because you want to.
And you said that scene was passionate, and he saw the passion. He was like,
and he knows how I felt about that. You know, about Justin Slayer.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
all that.
You're a cheater.
Yeah.
You're a cheater.
Yeah, emotionally. Usually emotional. You had a little emotional connection.
I was invested.
Was y'all like spitting in each other's mouths on that scene or something?
I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah.
There was a lot of squirting going on. It was a lot going on.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of squirt, do you think squirt is pee?
Do I think it is pee?
Yes.
I hate that question. It can be. It can have a little. It does have. It does have
a little bit.
Particles.
Yeah, got a little bit in there.
It has some particles in there.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good though, ladies. Do not be ashamed. Like I particularly love it. Okay. Yes.
Just wash the sheets after. Yeah. Waterproof. Mattress pad. You be all right.
Yeah. We good. We good. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's like sometimes like certain women who squirt. Like I've only had this happen to me one time, but like. Y'all squirt.
You've only had one squirter?
No.
Oh,
no, but I was giving her oral. You know what I'm saying?
And it got in your face?
I got in my mouth. It went straight in my mouth.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it was a little puddle. You know what I'm saying? It was a little puddle before the rain. You know, it was like I was like, whoa, already. Like? It was like the Dasani water. That's the best way I can describe it. So that's why I can say like, you got a little pee particles. Water. I mean, if it's cold and I'm thirsty, hey, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what else to say. It was like some Deer Park. But I'm not judging her. I don't think her pH levels was off or nothing like that. I just think, she is a squirt. Yeah. Hey.
Was it like off of like a drinking night? Like
I don't know.
You might have actually got some in your mouth. For real.
Well, I mean, it did go in my mouth. Wow. Like that's how I know she squirted.
Did you swallow it or did you spit it out?
It was a little puddle, so it was like I just went on. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, like I ain't want to make her feel ashamed, like what I'm saying, like that, because I don't want no woman doing me like that. You know what I'm saying? And spitters are quitters. It is what it is. We had a good time. Okay. We had a good time.
Live life.
Yeah, absolutely, nice. Absolutely. So you all the way out, and I remember. One point, it seemed to me, because I didn't know your background, you know what I'm saying? It seemed to me like I was looking at your social media and I was like, and you was in a relationship too. I think you was like almost on your way to get married or something like that, engaged or something. And I was like, she got saved or something, because you was posting a lot of religious stuff. Yeah. So you reconnected.
I hate when people say, oh, you got saved. I grew up in church.
Yeah.
I grew up in church. I think that's what people don't understand about me. I literally grew up in church. I mean, my parents drove the church bus. I grew a second row. You couldn't really sit in the first row. So I just in the second row. I'm second row center.
I sat in the pulpit.
See, there you go. So I didn't get saved. I just knew better.
Yeah.
I just knew better. One of my best friends, I met her on a porn set. She wrote a book called From Porn to the Pulpit. She's a preacher. And
I think I heard of this book.
Yeah. She lives here in Atlanta. And I just started going to her conferences more. I just started getting back to my roots.
Yeah.
My mom instilled these things in me. You know what I mean? So it was just coming back. It was just coming back. It was just something that was able to keep me grounded. That's all it was. It wasn't like I got saved. It wasn't like, oh my God, I found the Lord. It wasn't anything that it wasn't that deep, and I don't want to make light of God.
Yeah.
But I just came back. That's it. I just came back to my roots, and I'm still a very spiritual person.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it was. Like I probably was. I think the relationship we're talking about is where my child came from.
Okay.
But that's all it was. And that particular relationship. The person that I was with, he was in school for theology. So at that time, I felt like I needed a man of faith. Like, I'm like, okay, when I'm down or when I'm struggling, because even to this day, I still have this large name. People recognize me all the time, especially living in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like it's something that I don't deal with and that I don't struggle with. So I felt like, hey, as long as I have somebody that can pray with me and for me, I will be okay if I have a partner like that. But if I have a partner that's out popping bottles in a club, making it rain on the strippers, I am not going to be able to keep myself together. And I need somebody that's going to help me keep myself together. So that's kind of probably what you were seeing, that transition.
Yeah.
But that's all it was. It was just me figuring myself out. And, when we have these social media platforms, people get to see, if you're open and honest about it, people get to see your transitions and get to see how you're living. So yeah, maybe you're not just going to get booty pictures. Maybe you are going to get some God in it. And that's okay, because I don't have a problem telling people that I love God, but I also still love sex.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
It's okay.
Exactly. You just have to govern yourself accordingly at the end of the day because you know what your limits are. You know what's too much for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to know how to go at your own pace. Like at the end of the day, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. You know, and I
must continue.
Yeah, that's it. You know, and I fully understand that because it's like I can't like I never strayed away from God or church. Like, I always had a strong relationship with God. And that's probably why I was feeling so guilty in the moments where I was doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing.
Go to church with my family and then go shoot porn.
Oh, yeah, you was trying it, bro. You was trying it. That's trying it right there.
And then go shoot porn. Or I would go to church and go escort.
I did that one time. Well, no, I ain't go. Well, technically, so I went to church, and it was actually a shout out to one of my OGs. He was preaching, and it was a youth event, and they was taking vows of celibacy.
Oh God,
shit. So
you took it?
No, I'm grown. Oh. I'm grown. I'm in college. I'm in college. So I was like, yeah, y'all go ahead, y'all do that, of course. And then I left and went to the strip club.
You felt bad?
No, I felt bad when the stripper offered me some pussy because that was the first time I had ever experienced that. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I ain't never experienced no stripper offering me some pussy. I wasn't throwing no money like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the strip club in college putting my foot on the ones like I'm gonna get my parking money back. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, like she was really trying to give me something. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? So I felt guilty at that point. I was like, because like it was the next morning. I was like, damn, you know, I really did do that right after church.
So you got it from her? Did you?
No, I ain't clap the cheeks. I mean, I mean, we talked. I mean,
okay.
She took care of him.
Okay. Oh, she took care of you.
She took care of him.
Okay.
She took
in the
care
back
of him.
room in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They had the little VIP sections. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay. I wasn't in Atlanta at the time.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
but yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Okay. Live your life.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, so I fully understand it. So like now, you're all the way out. You living life, you know what I'm saying? You're a mom. Mm-hmm. When men try to date you, do they ever try to bring up your past in any kind of way?
What do you mean?
Just
like
any
a negative way?
A negative way, their insecurities?
Sometimes. I don't tend, I'm very honest. Like, if I meet a guy and he does not know, and if I like him, like, oh, I like him. I think I might date him. I'm going to tell him because I like to give people options. Yeah. I want you to be able to opt out of this, and I want you to be able to opt out of it before we really get to liking each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a likable kind of woman. So, you know.
Sauce dripping.
They fall quick. And I want you to be able, because one thing that I've come to realize that being an ex-porn star, my life affects the other people around me. Mm-hmm. What I've done in the past. You know, if you date me, you're going to have to, your mama might know, your daddy might know, your grandma, your friends, your cousins, boys, your cousins. So I need you to be understanding about my life and where I come from and the type of person and the type of things that I did so that you can have a choice. I want you to have a choice. So I don't really deal with insecure men. I usually deal with men that are confident in who they are and the things that they want. And I've never had a problem. I've never had a man say, you were an ex-porn star, I'm not fucking with you. Yeah. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
That's good. That's good. Never. Treat yourself, players. If you get to experience it. If you get to experience it.
Yeah. Never. At all. I actually have a really great dating life. I'm single now, so I have an amazing dating life. I love it, and I love Atlanta. Oh my God, it's so many black men in Atlanta.
Yeah. Hey, hold up. So have you dated a Nigerian yet? You in Atlanta?
And I had to cut him off.
Bro, okay.
I hated it. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well I'm glad you did that because a lot of these women out here are proudly Nigerian by penetration and
no, it's not. And you know what? I'm not looking for the come up. Been there, done that. I'm not looking for the come up. Granted, I'm not just gonna date, the man that works at Chipotle. No problem with the men that work at Chipotle. If that's what you do, I'm happy for you.
You just gotta shoot within your range.
Or not Chipotle. I got grown woman bills.
Yeah.
And a kid. So, maybe when you own that Chipotle, then we can circle back around. But no, so Yeah, I don't tend to date. Yeah. I have a good dating life.
Okay, so like in this dating life, so like, does a dude have to be within a certain range?
Oh yeah. Oh, I have.
So he has to be like what, like making 6 figures at least?
I'm not gonna put a price on it because I hate that stigma. But he does have to be ambitious.
Oh yeah.
He does have to be someone that is gonna get up and go get it. He just has to be a go-getter. He has to be a man that is sure of himself. He has to be a man. I do love a man with some type of spirituality. I don't need you to be preaching and hollering in a pulpit, but you do need to have some type of groundness about you. You do need to have a higher power than yourself. I do definitely believe in that. I have a son, so I cannot date any man that I can't see my son being around. Seeing my son, you have to be a model person for my son. So, I mean, my son has a great father, but if you're going to be in my life, you're going to be around my child. Yeah. So I have to date someone that is like, okay, my son is going to have to learn from you. So whatever qualities I look at, I'm like, could I see my child having those qualities in a man? So
basically what you're saying is the right guy could like just all the way wife you all the way up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm open.
You open to getting your soul snatched for real?
Yeah, I'm open. If he can do it, I'm open. Yeah,
So what you saying? You stiff out here? I mean, like what is it?
What does that mean?
Okay, you say you have a very amazing dating life, right?
Yes, I am dating. Yes.
Okay. So with all this dating that's going on, is there a possibility somewhere that somebody could snatch you all the way up, or are you really just living your best life and just dating? Like
a little bit of both. Like I date and it's like, okay, if we like each other, we can take it further. But I haven't met anybody like that yet. No.
So have you ever had a dude like try to propose to you like super quick, like 2 weeks into it or something like that?
When I moved to New York, the guy moved me in 2 weeks.
Shit.
From California. He like, oh, you want to live here? I'm like, I think I could live here. Yeah.
Okay, but like currently in Atlanta, because niggas in Atlanta, they a little different too. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh, you know what?
She said, "Gosh."
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sugar Free raised me. Do you know what Sugar Free is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sugar Free raised me. So I'm a little different. I'm not just like easy run of the mill. You gonna run game on me? Like no, you definitely. It takes work.
Oh, game peep game then. Sauce driven.
It takes a lot of work. So. Yeah, but again, like I said, I'm open. If somebody comes in and if they're like doing the right things and saying the right things, and I'm open. I'm definitely open.
Okay, so really what I'm deducing from this now is that you really haven't met a guy who got no sauce. That's really what that means to me.
I probably haven't. Huh? I probably haven't.
Because
and then, okay, I haven't been here that long, so I've only been here like a year, like almost 2 years. I've been here almost 2 years, and
that's more than enough time to get snatched up.
No, but the first year that I was here, I didn't do anything. Yeah. Like I was just really trying to be grounded and figure out Atlanta and figure out what I'm gonna do and how I want to do it. So I didn't date, and then I was dating this guy that lived in LA, and I go back to LA once a month. Yeah. So for me, I was like, he's a great guy. Yeah. So I was like, I don't really need to be with anybody in Atlanta because I'm going back and forth to LA once a month. So I'm getting my fix in LA. So
getting folded up back in Cali.
Fix in LA. So whatever, I'll meet somebody here. If they say the wrong thing, okay, I'm cool. I'm cool.
So you already got stable. You got your little stable situation out there in Cali. So regardless, you know what I'm saying? Once a month, if ain't nan nigga acting right, you got that once a month. So you really just need to meet the guy with the sauce who can make you forget about the once a month. I mean, you ain't going to forget about him, but you're going to be able to cut it off.
We'll see. Or maybe he just steps it up. I don't know.
Man, yeah. So you got to have that sauce and you got to have options with her. Yeah. So, okay, so if you got the steady situation out in Cali, you and dude rocking, you know what I'm saying? But you still got this,
friends.
Yeah, you're friends. But you still got the steady situation out there in Cali. Okay, so can he have a steady situation somewhere else too?
I don't know what he does. I don't know. We're not in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship. I don't own anybody. And I think that's the problem with people. They want to put this ownership on people and, you can't do this and you can't do. I don't do that. When I call, pick up. When I text me back. If he call me, I'm going to pick up. If he texts me, I'm going to text him back. I don't own you.
Okay, that's cool. Ain't no ownership
I don't
nowhere.
know what he does. I know that when I'm there, I feel like I'm the only one. When he's here, he feels like he's the only one. And I think that's all that should matter until we decide to take it to the next step.
I'm not talking about the steady dude out in Cali.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Okay, cool. But what I'm really saying is, out in Cali, let's say you got a dude here in Atlanta. Y'all rocking, you know what I'm saying? You think you like him. He like you. Whatever, you know, and he applying pressure. As much pressure as you allow him to apply. Okay. First of all, you probably wouldn't tell him about dude out in Cali until you was ready to tell him. But in the midst of all of this, could he have him a little situation on the side too?
What do I need to know about your situations for? Why do I need to know that if I'm not with you? If we are not together, why do I need to know what you're doing with your life, with your personal life? So
if you're not together, then that means that you're not hunching? You're not doing the booty?
We could be.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking.
I don't hunch everybody that I date, so no.
Okay, but let's just say hypothetically y'all are. Let's just say hypothetically y'all are hunching.
So you just hunching here and hunching there.
No, I'm just saying like you and this dude in Atlanta, y'all hunching. Okay, but you still got your steady situation. Yeah, y'all speaking hypothetically. But no, I'm just saying though, because it's like, of course we want honesty, but this is a situation where it's like, you really ain't got to say nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? But if you're having sex with him, do you tell him?
So I will say this. If someone, so I can't speak on if it coulda, shoulda, woulda. I can only speak on what I've done. And what I have done since dating here, I have told men about the person in LA because I'm honest. I don't care. That's the thing. I have options, and I'm going to explore those options. So my grandma said, one monkey don't stop no show.
Big facts.
So if you're not with it, I may have to find somebody else that is, because you cannot come into somebody's life and expect for everybody to be gone the second day you meet them.
Right.
That's irrational.
Right.
That is irrational. But if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man in my life, why wouldn't I cut this person off?
All things considered, but out here in Atlanta, I can't say how men be doing, but I know women do be wanting you to cut everybody off as soon as you make them smile.
And that's absolutely ridiculous. That is irrational. That is some irrational shit.
See, now you got my cameraman. Even he reacted.
So you meet somebody today, and then by Saturday, all your hoes got to be gone. Give it time. Because if I am so confident in who I am and as a woman.
That's because you know you got that sauce. That's all it is.
But I am so confident in who I am as a woman that I know that if I'm playing my part, if I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing as a woman, you're not going to need anybody else. You're not even going to want anybody else.
It could all be so simple. Oh, my God.
So I'm not going to come around in your life telling you what to do, because the second that you try to dictate some shit over here, I'm a Capricorn. You can't tell me what to do. You can make some suggestions, but you can't tell me what to do. So I operate in the stance of I'm never going to tell you anything that you can't tell me. So I'm not running around here saying, oh, you got to get rid of her. No, baby, because if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, she naturally is going to go, because you're going to be around me every day or every other day. You're going to be coming over. I'm going to be coming over. You're not going to have time for her, and she's going to notice it.
See. And you know what? When men do that, a lot of times we get called nonchalant. And I be on the same shit that you be on. At the end of the day, I'm not worried about that other dude. I don't give a fuck if he got more money than me. I ain't got to the M's just yet. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried about this dude over here because he ain't fucking with me. At the end of the day, the experience is different over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
way different.
Like,
experience is way different.
Yeah, because that, fellas, just like you don't have to have money to get the woman that you want. Every beautiful woman out here, all these IG models, whatever, every woman got a story about when they took care of a broke nigga. That could be you.
Talking about the guy that I dated, he was in school.
Exactly.
He was in school. I was 7 years older than him. I paid for everything.
All things considered, you should have been focused on the game, bro. We could have won like 2 more games that season. Maybe you was a starter or whatever. I'm just saying, bruh. I'm watching. I'm like, bro, you had the audacity to be dating this woman right here. I salute you. I salute you for it. But you have the audacity to have this going on when our program is getting taken to the fucking shitter right now. Okay, we are in a historic program, and you are allowing this to go down. You're not even starting. I see you on the special teams. I saw you on kickoff. Huh? No, no. I'm not saying it's your fault, but what I am saying is, but your head wasn't in the game. Clearly, we could have won 2 more games, maybe 3. Gee.
I mean, you know, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, y'all had fun. Y'all had fun.
It was fun.
That's the most important thing. That's what I tell all my women in my past. Like, yo, you had fun, didn't you?
All your women in your past, all your women? Present? Yeah. Past or present?
Past.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm too busy to have multiple women. I ain't got time for that.
Okay. See, and that's the thing. I can't date around. I have a son. Yeah. I have a son, and I don't want all these different energies on me. I don't want people. I don't even want people around me, because then I have to go home and take it back to my kid. And I love that little boy. So I'm not having people run up inside of me. I'm not having people I don't even want you around me.
Yes.
I don't. So I really, that's why I said when I was here for a whole year, and I didn't even date. I didn't even date at all. I hadn't went on one date. And it's not like I don't get approached. Yeah. I work out at 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
They hollering at the gym.
Yeah.
But I don't want the energy around me. You say one thing, you do one. You say south. I can't even pronounce it wrong. You say salmon and not salmon, I'm cutting you off. I can't do it.
That's petty as hell.
It's
yeah, no, I thought I was petty.
You don't know how to talk?
No, I'm just saying, man.
Don't run around here saying salmon trying to talk to me.
Man, we from the South. That's how we pronounce it. A lot of us
say scrimp, but salmon. See, I can't. Salmon.
Say it again. What's the correct way you say it?
Salmon.
Salmon. Okay. I had salmon for dinner last night.
Did you?
Yeah, okay. Salmon and lamb chops. And garlic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, a little garlic and mashed potatoes, a little asparagus, you know.
Made it?
Yeah, at the house. It was at the house.
Oh, so you cook too?
Yeah, man, you gotta know how to handle your business. You gotta know how to handle your business. I come from a cooking family.
Okay.
But I saw you post this the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, when I got time. I'll be busy. I saw you post this the other day about getting food out. And it's always a debate about this. It really should be so simple. Okay.
Very controversial on my page.
So, do you get food out, matter of fact, still?
No, I don't have time.
Okay.
I don't have time. I have a toddler. Yeah. So me getting flued out is when I'm out of time. I don't have the time.
Okay, so if you do get flued out,
if I get
then
flued
that means
out
that
if I get flued out right now as a mom
on.
And I'm getting away from my child for a little bit, we are definitely fucking.
Hey.
What?
Salute.
I am a mother of a little boy. What? Why? I don't have time to have sex. Uh-huh. So if I make time to be away from my child and I'm getting on a flight going through Hartsfield International Airport,
that's a marathon right there.
Yeah, exactly. So if I'm doing all of that, I'm packing a bag, we're fucking. Because now I'm stressed out anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have all this anxiety going through the airport, getting on a train. No, we're fucking.
So why is it such a situation of confusion amongst women, really? Because niggas be knowing. Niggas know what they want to do.
Communication. People aren't talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna book your flight and you're gonna come out here, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna pop bottles, no, tell me what you want. It's about communication.
Yeah.
That is the whole, when I posted that, it was about communication. And that's really what some people said it, but a lot of people didn't say it. They were all over the place with it. The thing about it is, if you flying somebody out, the expectation generally is we're going to have sex. Generally speaking, I feel that way. I don't know how I feel that way. If I am flying you out, we're fucking.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about it because I need it. And one thing about the post is I put consensual sex.
Yeah,
and a lot of people tended to look past that. No, consensual. Yeah. Are you anticipating having consensual sex with this person? If they fly you out, you need to talk about it. People be scared to talk. Why are you scared to talk about it? It's sex. Everybody has it. We're all a product of sex. We are a product of somebody busting a nut. So why are you so scared to talk about sex? Talk about it. because you don't want to miss out on that trip. That's why.
Yeah.
See, I've been on plenty of trips. I'll take myself on trips.
Yeah.
So I'm not missing out on no trip. I don't care about the trip. I care about the experience. But the experience also has to come with communication. Okay, so the same way you telling me, oh, we're going to go out, we're going to go to dinner, we're going to go here, we're going to do this. You need to ask me, is this okay with you? And I like you. I want to enjoy you intimately. You don't have to say it like, oh, bitch, are we fucking? Is you fucking when you get here? No.
Finesse. It just takes a little bit of
hey,
finesse.
You know, if it happens, will you be okay with that? Like, I really like you. I'm really into you, and I would really like to enjoy you. I would really like to experience you. Bruh. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I just gave you the words right there. That's all you got to say. I would really like to enjoy you. I would really like to experience you. Is that okay? If
I would really like to take care of you intimately.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say. I would
really like to make you come. Is that okay?
Yeah. I would really like to make you squirt. That splah.
Yeah.
That psh. That's all you need.
That's all you need to say.
Yeah.
It's very easy. But it takes confidence as well. A lot of people lack confidence.
Yeah.
It takes confidence to say that.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with rejection. And you have to be okay with saying, hey.
Okay, then we don't need to do this.
And we don't need to do this.
We don't even need to be sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah,
so.
We don't need to be sleeping in the same bed. So if I fly you out, are you okay with getting your own hotel room? I'm going to pay for the date, but can you pay for the hotel room? Like, it needs to be some type of communication and compromise going on in there. And it's not just saying, I get all these feminists, my body, my choice. I am a feminist. My body is my choice.
Exactly.
It is my choice. But you also have expectations, and I don't want to let you down on those expectations. So what are we talking about? We have to talk.
Yes. And there's nothing wrong. Like, honestly, fellas, listen, communication, women, they always come at us about that. Listen, once you start applying communication into your life, not just your relationship, just life, I promise you're going to find more peace. Trust me, I used to be a horrible communicator, and I really started communicating, and everything just seems so simple. Yeah. You know what I mean? I ain't never had that type of problem because I ain't find nobody out personally. No, I mean, we in a relationship, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no. Okay, I'm going to take this back. Where I'm at in my life right now, I would, like, if I really fuck with you, and it's like, bro, I want to see that ass on the beach. Yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Then, yeah. Then, then cool. You know, you snatch my soul, I snatch your soul. You know what I'm saying? We melt into each other like butter sticks. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yes, man. It's been a dope conversation with you, man. I'm glad. Hey, I always said I was gonna have a porn star, a former adult actress on here. I always said I was, you know what I'm saying? Because that industry, you know what I'm saying, has always fascinated me, like, for real. I wasn't really crazed a porn addict like a lot of y'all motherfuckers out here, but
it's okay to be that too, because that's how they make their money.
Yeah,
I support the naked hustle.
So, like, do you have friends that's still in the industry right now?
Yeah.
So, how do they feel about
friends that are still in the industry? I think I have friends that still they probably still sell a little vagina here and there, but I don't think I have any friends that are actual porn, like doing porn.
So like, did they migrate over to OnlyFans, or do they think like OnlyFans done fucked up the game?
Some of my friends that like no longer, well, I guess that is still doing porn, but yeah, some girls that I know, they do have OnlyFans. Like I said, Marie was down here, she had an OnlyFans, she has an OnlyFans, so you know, I do still have friends that dibble and dabble and get their money. So yeah, no judgment at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, and some of them still escort sometimes too?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, honestly, most women escort.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say most. Because I'll get harassed for that, so I don't want to say that. I know a lot of women. I know a lot of people. So
what kind of bags is getting dropped on these escort dates? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, before we go, I got to know this.
It depends. I mean, you got...
What's the biggest bag you got?
Ooh. You all in my money situation. No, the biggest bag that I got, I think I got about 15,000 at one time.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, dang. Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. I was thinking like 50, something like that.
No.
15?
I mean, I've had stuff bought for me, you know what I mean? But at one time, through one guy, it was probably about 15. No, I'm lying. It was 25.
25, whole quarter.
I'm lying. Yeah, because it was a big trip. Okay. Yeah, it was a big trip. It was 25.
Dang. Yeah. And do you feel like some men still like obsess over you in that way? Like,
I know they do. They're in my comments. They're in my DMs. They in my emails. Yeah, I know they do. And I'm okay with that. And that's the thing about that's one thing that that women and men need to learn about going into the adult film industry or just putting these things online. It's fucking forever.
Yeah.
It is forever. So sometimes people don't even realize how old I am. Like, I'm like, yo, like that was 15, 16 years ago. Like, that was a long time ago, but they think it was yesterday. Like, oh, I was just watching you. That was a long time ago, baby. I need to find somebody else.
Hey, now, here's the thing, though, man. Like, even real shit, ladies, I'm going to be real with you. Like, a lot of y'all don't like your man watching porn for whatever reason. I'm going to say this. If your man is running back the same porn tape or porn scene or whatever on the regular, if he's running that back, trust me, he's a faithful guy. Okay, because all things considered, it's a lot of options with porn. So if I'm still watching the same scene, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it 100 times, but I'm still getting my rocks off to it. It's a good guy. Shit, I mean, he's consistent.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, I definitely, like I said, I have my thing about people watching porn now, just because I understand what it does to your psyche. So
absolutely.
that's on a whole different level. But I personally don't care if you watch porn. I personally, like, if you're dating me, I wouldn't care if you're watching porn. I'm going to tell you the negative effects that porn is going to have on you. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to explain it to you, and I'm not watching it with you because I don't watch porn at all. But I don't care if you go to the strip club. I don't care. Bring me back some chicken wings, please.
So you're not going to come with me?
Come on, let's go. You going to feed me?
Yeah. That's the best place to go get something to eat. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Boo Flame, Strokers, what you talking about?
Listen, as long as they got food, I'm there.
Yeah, sure. That's what I go to the strip club for.
Yeah.
I go to the strip club to get some food. I
go to Cheetah's to eat.
Okay, yeah, she going where the money guys be, the money guys.
I'm just going to eat.
Yeah, the meals in there are a little bit more expensive than the meals in Magic City.
You know, I have not been there since I lived here. The only strip club that I've been to since I've been in Atlanta is Cheetah's.
That's it? You've never been to Boo Flame?
No, I've been there, but I'm saying since I've lived here. Of course, I've been there back in the day. I've been to Magic, I've been to all of them. If they're not new, you know what I mean? But yeah. But no, I don't know. I just don't go. It don't be my vibe.
So you wouldn't even get a dance?
Okay, see.
Got to know this.
I'm a hard person to go to the strip club with, because especially if we're friends, like if I'm going with my homeboy and it's a strictly platonic type of situation, okay, cool, I'm gonna go with you. But if I'm going with somebody that I'm dating, my nigga, we're not going into the strip club and spending thousands of dollars on these girls. Before we get to the strip club, you need to give me some money. No. I got bills. I got a kid. So we gonna go in there and throw $2,000, $20,000 on these girls, whatever.
No.
I need some money.
No. First of all, who wants to spend that much money in the club?
But people do. And these are the conversations that I've had, even back in the day, when I would go to the strip club with guys. No, I need some money first, because we're going to go in here, we're going to throw all this money on these girls, and they're going to come home and want to fuck me. No, baby. I need some money first. And it's not to say that I need money because I'm selling it to you. I need money because why are we going in here doing this? You want to make it rain? We can make it rain. You could take these same ones, make it rain in your living room. Yeah. And you'll get it. You're going to get what you want at the end of the night.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are we doing this for?
No. But here's the thing. First of all, we're going to get something to eat.
Oh, if we're just going to get something to eat.
No. But I will give you a dance. I will get you a dance. But I know my limits. So trust me.
Okay.
I ain't.
Okay, you just talking about going in there, get something to eat, get a little lap dance. Okay, that's cool.
You know, we in there, we having some drinks, we smoking. You know, what I'm saying, we see the girls walking around. You know, because I'm picky as fuck. I'm not finna get the dance just from any old body. I examine everybody. I already know. But oh yeah. And I'm not quick to pick somebody neither, okay? Yeah. I'm going to look at everybody up in there. I'm going to get you the right one. Cool. You know, I'm going to ask, like, yo, how much? Okay, give me 3. I'm going to go ahead and break you off this money for the 3 right here. Okay. And then I already know how much I'm about to just throw in the air while she dancing for you. And then, okay, cool. That was great, baby. Cool. Let's finish off this drink. You want the rest of these fries? And then we up out of here.
Nah, I feel you. Okay, that's a different situation. Nah. But I've definitely been in a situation like, so you just going to throw this whole stack?
No.
And you want me to go and bust it? I'm not doing it. Get somebody else to do it.
Man, listen. Hey, listen. If you from Atlanta, you know good and fucking well we do not do that in the strip club. We go kick it in the strip club. We are not throwing no thousands of dollars. Okay. No.
Okay. Again, I don't.
Okay. When you want to go, you let me know. I got you.
I mean, I had a babysitter.
Okay.
And I'm hungry.
Hey, I'm just saying. But hey, listen. Miss Shauna, formerly known as Stacie Lane. Thank you for joining us, man. This has been dope.
Anytime.
Yeah, hey man, listen. If y'all see her out here in these Atlanta streets, be respectful.
Please
okay,
be respectful.
Be respectful. Yeah, I already know she keep that thigh out, but most importantly, fellas, you know you got to have some sauce. The majority of y'all don't. This is coming from the guy with it, so trust me. All right. With that being said, you know, shoot within your range. It's Jordan. Yeah, I be telling people just shoot within your range. Yeah, you know, if you can't handle that, whatever. If you couldn't handle old girl who's dancing that Club Blaze, come on, cuz. That's all I'm saying. Right. We out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was nice.
Yeah, this was dope.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Little conversation.